Hello. Oh my goodness. We're like rolling into Tuesday. What's up? Coming in live. Okay, so if you are brand spanking new to a show, you've never been a part of one, it's first and foremost, drop new in the comment section. I have a it's just a protein guide, and it's not just love to share that with you. If you just drop in the comments the word new, if you are new, I'm more than happy to send that to you. I just got out of the shower. We'll talk. We'll have a little bit of getting ready and we'll chat. So I actually took Bella this morning to school. We left the house at 6:50, and I actually had my cleaning lady come, so I went to the gym, and then I stayed out and about and did some work until she was done, and now I am home. So I'm getting ready. If you're hopping on, you might catch this on the replay. We're just doing our makeup and doing our hair right now. We are going to go in a little bit about the trending topic of what I'm listening to right now in an Audible book, which has to do with what's called cell activation. I'm sure you've heard of it. I'm going to share some of my latest tips and tricks. Like if I'm drinking coffee, I'll share how I make my coffee. A little bit about my background. I have to be very careful what I say with Meta, but I basically went from the size 10, 11 to now a size, I don't think a size matters, but I've dropped over 3 and then add a 0 to it. And the last 10 pounds took me 11 years to lose, and I just lost it. And that was through the cell activation. So I want to share that process with you because I was this close to being put on what is called metformin from my doctor. And maybe you've heard of it, or maybe you're on it because it does treat pre-diabetes, but put on sleep mode. But I was not a pre-diabetic. She was actually only putting me on it because it could help me lose weight. So I went another alternative route. I was recommended by a lot of people, including a nutritionist that I worked with at Lifetime as a group certified fitness instructor. I knew her very well, and she kept recommending the book called The Obesity Fix. So on the way home from that appointment, I ended up not taking that prescription, and I went all in with the book, The Obesity Fix. And I'm going to tell you right now, you are going to have so much clarity. You are literally going to want to marry me. And I'm not just saying that, literally everything I was doing, if you're literally doing protein, water, and fiber and you're not getting results, I can guarantee you your story is similar as mine. So I'm going to share all of that with you today. Any questions, please drop them in the comments. Can you drop a 1 in the comments just so I can make sure that you can hear me and make sure that you can see me? I'm in Michigan. What about you? I'm in Michigan. It is 11:05 a.m. Like I said, Eastern Standard Time Zone. Tomorrow, I'm going to be on super early. I am going to Orlando for the entire week. It's for her cheer. So I will be there tomorrow. So I'm going to come on super early. Okay. A little bit of housekeeping before we dive in. If you are not aware, my cell activation right now is $20 off, and the functional boost gummies that are $50 value you get for free with your cell activation. Okay, that's what's happening right now. If you have no clue what cell activation is, I'm sorry. I would actually have to ask you about 4 questions in your DMs. It's kind of personal. It's not tailored to a one size fits all to see if it's even a good fit for you. Okay, because there's different cocktails. So if you just drop cocktail or cell activation, I can reach out and share that with you. If it's a good fit, awesome. If it's not, there's no big deal. Okay, if you are brand new and you did not get the free protein guide, that is what I'm going to be referencing to the entire live video. Make sure you drop in the comments new so I can make sure you get that guide. Okay, it is the guide and framework that helped me in many ways. And I have a lot of assurance that it's going to help you as well because I've gotten a lot of feedback from a lot of people on it. I don't think I can see the comments, which sucks. So first things first, what we're doing this morning and what I'm using is everything. Actually, I have this app, and I'm going to put it in the comments for you. It's called Yuka, Y-U-K-A. It's the first thing that's in the framework of getting to your goal. In the United States of America, I was never aware until I went on a journey to drop 4-0 Think of a hashtag pounds. You have to be very careful what you say with Meta. I had no clue that there are additives in our food. I have family over in Europe, okay? And over in Europe, they cannot have any type of additives in their food in any way, shape, or form. But here, like I said, we can. Additives raise cortisol levels, additives raise glucose levels, and additives decrease the GLP-1 hormone in your body. So we have to get this app, which is free for you, that Yucca app. And once you get that app, you're going to be able to scan everything, including the makeup that you see in front of me. Like literally, are there additives? Is there pollen? Is there pollutions? Is there, carcinogenics? Like it tells you, it rates it good, poor, or bad. And then you can click on the additives to see what is this doing in my body. I was using foods every day, like my cottage cheese was disrupting my microbiome. I was using foods every single day, my Greek yogurt, that literally was carcinogenic and increasing my chances of becoming overweight. Like these are like real things. So that app is in the comments. That would be my first recommendation to you. Second is to not get overwhelmed. It's not too late. I'm telling you right now that if you do, on top of the fiber in the water, and you make sure your sources of those are Yucca approved, you're going to become unrecognizable, like 150% with certainty. Okay. So with your water intake, so what I'm currently drinking, she's asking, it's coffee. I use Kirkland almond milk. Okay. So of course I scanned the Kirkland almond milk in the YUKA app. I used to use coffee creamer, and there are creamers that you can get. The best thing about this app, listen to this, it actually gives you recommendations. So say that you can't have your favorite Fruity Pebbles. At the bottom, it will recommend what you can have that's closest to it, okay? So for my coffee creamer and my spray butter actually had plastic inside of it, and it was carcinogenic. It increased the kidney and the liver function. All of this, when I had these foods that I was eating regularly, I went in and I made myself be a part of like a case study for how it was actually affecting and altering the body. The biggest thing for me was becoming to be overweight. So with your coffee, right, I have almond milk. I use a frother. The almond milk expands like that much. It's pretty cool. I use a nootropic coffee. It's a Colombian brew. It's got Ceylon cinnamon, so it smells really delicious. It's got Ceylon cinnamon, cordyceps, lion's mane, and L-theanine. Ceylon cinnamon does not elevate kidney levels. Regular cinnamon does. There's a lot of benefits for Ceylon cinnamon and regular cinnamon on insulin sensitivity, but we don't want those kidney levels. So use a Ceylon cinnamon, Ceylon. If you drink coffee and you would like to be introduced to this specific roast, it comes all the way over from Sicily. I'll share the video with you of the expert that explains it better. Drop coffee in the comments. I'll send you that video, okay? I'll pop it in, I'll send it. I can't see the comments. I will get it to you directly after the show. And if I can't, I will have one of my admins do it for me, okay? So then I use about 3 little stevia in the raw packets. Sometimes I use like 1 teaspoon of honey. Like I just made a dessert for later. I did 1 scoop of protein powder, 1 whole egg white, and a tablespoon of peanut butter. And then I blended it all together in my blender. And I'm putting it into a little muffin tin and freezing it. And then I'm gonna put Cool Whip all over on top of it for later, okay? So with your almond milk, I do that. Or sometimes I use pure maple syrup. That's a really good alternative. Do like 1 teaspoon, add maple syrup, be on your way. Those are kind of things that I add to my water, my coffee. As long as it's Yucca approved, it doesn't matter. And there are ones in there. Hi, Nancy. I can see the comments. Okay. It's so delicious. Number 2, water. I had water before I had coffee. When I woke up in the morning, I always have next to my bed a little sticky note. And on the sticky note, it says water. So what you see, what you think is what you bring more of. It makes me drink water before coffee. We have something called the circadian rhythm. Your metabolism turns on by water, okay? The process of fat burning is called lipolysis. You probably think that sounds similar to liposuction, which guess what? The term liposuction came from what your body does. Liposuction was created by the term lipolysis. How do you burn fat? It's through water. The process is really cool. It's called hydrolysis. But what is the true factual science and origin around it? How much water do we really physically need in our bodies? And I'm going to break down that framework for you right now. Okay? The answer is not just half of your weight in ounces of water. Okay? It's adding up the ounces of coffee, adding up the ounces of pop, adding up the ounces of alcohol. Those things are actually diuretics, meaning they dehydrate you. I didn't say you can't have them. Let me be real. I drink coffee every day. I have that Zevia pop that's approved by Yucca, but when I do, I fill it up and I drink water to replace it. So I actually get half of my weight in ounces of water, plus I add back any ounces at all of pop, coffee, alcohol, or tea. Okay? So tell me in the comments, what do you have every day besides water? Mio Crystal Light electrolytes. A lot of influencers are pushing, get electrolytes, do this. You guys, if you get the Yucca app and you scan it, I used to have an example here. These are horrible. These have carcinogens inside of them. I got them from the Target checkout before knowing this app. Like, I can't even believe not only the carcinogens, the additives cause ADHD in children. They alter sperm altercation. Like, if you're adding a water enhancer to your water, it could be the number one reason. Literally, Sue, if you message me, I'll give it to you. It could be the number one reason why, literally, you're putting on pounds instead of losing them. It could all be because of the additives. Well, why? You guys, we're in a world where additives literally decrease the GLP-1 hormone in our body, increases cortisol, increases glucose. When that happens, you eat and your body's like, hey, instead of using this right now as energy and to feel good right now, I'm going to just store it in the fat pockets because I don't know what to do with it. Okay? You have to be very aware of this. So, as far as your water being half of your weight, here's what I encourage you to do today. Set a timer. Every 90 minutes, I want you to stop, drop, and drink for 15 seconds. Literally, you'll never forget. I used to get in bed and literally be like, oh my gosh, it's 6 o'clock again. I haven't had any water today. It's too late. I'll try tomorrow. You've got 365 chances to literally burn fat every day, and we're doing like maybe 20 days out of the year. So set a timer on your iWatch. Set a timer on your phone. Act like you're flying out at 5 a.m. to go to Aruba and keep repeating it. If you don't know how to set an alarm, go to Google, go to YouTube. Be like, I have an iPhone. I don't know how to work this thing. How do I do this? I need a timer. It's going to change my life. In my water this morning, I have cucumbers and limes. Sometimes I add lemons. Sometimes I add sometimes I add blackberries or blueberries or raspberries or strawberries. How can you enhance your water without having additives inside of it? Okay? One thing, I know you're asking about the yellow. The yellow in my water was once clear. You guys, I added hydrogen into my water, and something I learned is you don't want to buy hydrogen tablets ever because the absorption is very low to none. You want crystallets. You want crystallization of hydrogen. When you add hydrogen in your body, right, it dilates the nitric oxide, and nitric oxide is what pumps the blood through the veins. So if you are the person that has like a lot of brain fog, or your performance and recovery in the gym suck, like you have to drag yourself or you don't go, you have headaches or high blood pressure, like you are a true person who should add crystallization of hydrogen in your water every day. You've got two choices. You've got to make sure it's approved on the Yucca app, because if you're adding hydrogen that has additives, you're actually doing yourself a dissatisfaction. The one that I found, it's molecular, it's hydrolyzed, it's proven through science, proven through clinicals, third-party validation, cleanliness. Like literally you get what you get. I upgraded from the one that had additives, paid an extra 80 cents. Drop in the comments the word hydrogen. I will share the video that I saw with you. I won't tell you what it is. I want you to see what hydrogen does eternally in your body and how it affects the blood flow by 10 times. And guess what? If you're like sensitive or you're like, I don't want to be up, it's only 10 hours. So if I wake up and I take this at 10, I have this nitro effect until 10 p.m. If I do 8 a.m., I have it till 8 p.m. So again, those are the type of benefits, and that's why you're hearing a lot about hydrogen. You should follow Gary Brecka. Gary Brecka is the ultimate human. That's what he's known as. I'm more of like a naturopath instead of being like this, hey, I'm going to go to the doctor's. The doctor's going to be like, hey, why are you here? Here's a pill. No, like we need to unmask. Michelle, get on the scale. Okay, you're up 40 pounds than last year. Oh, of course this, like we need to get to the end of this. Okay, there's either 3 reasons why you're not moving forward with cell activation. You either don't trust myself or trust the company, right? You don't think it's going to work for you because you've tried something in the past that hasn't worked. Or number 3, the income. Those are the 3 reasons people say no to cell activation every single day. And until I can get to the bare naked truth of, hey, you can break this up into 4 payments. Hey, you can do X, Y, and Z. Like, hey, just because that didn't work for you doesn't mean this isn't going to work. So we can get around that. I don't know what to say what you should have every day in your cocktail because I don't know your cortisol. I don't know your glucose. I don't know do you want to improve muscle tone? Do you want to lose muscle tone? Do you want to lose Every cocktail I give in the form of cell activation comes from 3 questions being asked. If you're not on that, you just drop cocktail in the comments, I'll reach out to you. I have 3 formulations and it's not a one size fits all. I put you on cell activation until you reach your goal. Then you get off of it. You're going to have the Yucca app, Y-U-K-A, so that 80% of our foods will not have additives inside of them because of that app. 20% can, you don't have to be perfect, and you'll actually maintain, okay? For cell activation, what it's doing is over time, what we've done eternally to the short chain amino acids in our body, we are turning them back on. What happens the more we add additives into our body and the more it trumps our regular food intake, the more all these little short chain amino acids just start to turn their switch off. What cell activation really does is it finds the root issue. So it literally works. It's not masking something. It's not covering an issue. It's really getting to the root. So drop in the comments right now, cell activation. You get your free three-minute question, Concy. Then you get a recommendation. Today you get my functional mushrooms for free, $50 value, and you also get $20 off. So now is a great time if you have been wanting to reach a goal to look further into cell activation and why it's flying off of shelves and why so many people are steering away from the GLs to do this, okay? Your protein intake is your ideal weight. So ideal. If you're just hopping on and you're new, make sure you drop new. I have a guide for you that will help you in many ways. Your ideal weight in grams of protein can be found on Google. Hey, I'm 5'7". What should my ideal weight be? It gives me a range. The higher number is the number I turn mine into. Why? I want to lose. If I wanted to just maintain, I could actually do the lower number. Does that make sense? So something that really helped me when I heard 150 grams of protein, I almost fainted. But what helped me a lot was to realize 150 grams of protein is literally literally 600 calories. That's it. 600 calories. 150 grams of fat is 1,350 calories. Can you even believe that? So you have to be aware, like, why is that the case, Michelle? And the reason being is that you literally have 4 calories in 1 gram of protein. There's 4 calories in 1 gram of carb, 9 calories in 1 gram of fat. So just as many people who are like, listen, I eat all these egg yolks because it's good cholesterol. The salmon is a fatty fish. The avocados, all the nuts and seeds are so amazing omegas. They're causing just as much harm as they are good if they're doing too much. A typical day of fats is like 2 tablespoons of cheese, 1/4 of an avocado, 2 tablespoons of nuts. So we have to pick and choose our fats because they're double the amount of calories, 9 calories in 1 gram. I'm working with a gal right now and she messaged me, and I always voice note people back with their food logs because I want them to learn, right? We're not giving up foods. We're not following a meal plan, but I am showing them, listen, your protein is deficit. So when I messaged her, she's like, well, I love my toast and my peanut butter. I go, that's fine. There's no protein in that. So you can have your 1 piece of toast and maybe a 1/2 tablespoon of peanut butter, but you need to add in a protein shake, or you have to get 20 or add in 7 egg whites, right? So that's the thing. So many of us, yeah, there's 8 grams of protein and 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, which is 200 calories, right? That's not enough. We don't want to go meals or snacks or desserts ever falling below 30 grams of protein, ever. So that's where we want to go. Once you reach your desirable goal weight, you can go down in grams of protein. Like you can go to your desirable goal weight on Google, and now you can fall to the lower side of it. But we do that higher side because, okay, we burn 30% more calories. Awesome. We improve our muscle tone. More muscle, faster metabolism, less chances of osteoporosis, less chances of fibromyalgia. And the third thing is, it's how the body physically goes through the feelings of satiety. I could go eat peanut butter toast right now and be starving. I go have a protein shake and I am so freaking stuffed, I can barely even stand up. There's a difference. So until you reach that goal, you want to go for the higher end. And now remember, there's 9 calories, 1 gram of fat, 4 calories, 1 gram of carb, 4 calories, 1 gram of protein. Okay, we have the answers. In regards to your protein, if you're using bars or shakes, they need to be YUKA approved. Because here, I work with people who are like, Michelle, I'm so confused. I just upped my protein. I'm using X, Y, and Z, and the scale's going up. Okay, well, let's look at the source. Let's look at what you're using. Okay, let's look at what you're adding in and what you're actually using and get to the root of why this is happening. You're using a pure protein bar. Okay, so step number 1, download the YUKA app and now scan that bar for me and tell me what it says. Okay, it says it's a poor rating. Okay, so do you see anything in like bright red? Okay, so what do you see? I see that there's additives. Okay, so click on those additives and tell me the side effects of what it's causing eternally right now in your body by using them. So I walk them through that process and then they're like, oh my gosh. And then at the tippy bottom, it gives them a recommendation like, hey, if you want to use protein bars and protein shakes, here's ones that don't have additives. Okay, pay the extra 30 cents because when we have additives, we heighten glucose levels, we heighten cortisol levels. It leads to gaining weight. It's proven. It decreases the GLP-1 hormone in the body, which we never want to mess with that hormone. We don't want to alter it. We don't want to trick the brain with it. We just want to make sure that 80% of the foods we bring in are literally, okay, not additives. And I didn't know this because I didn't know we lived in a world where additives could be in our food. But we do because we live in a free country and we have freedom. My family over in Europe that doesn't have to worry about this, well, why don't they worry about this? Well, because these foods are banned from there. Most are banned in France. Most are banned in Australia. With your protein, you always want to add in collagen because your body is deficit. Collagen, your body is deficit at 20 years old. Each year after, you lose a minimum of 1%. Well, what does that affect? My hair, my skin, my nails, my joints, my muscles, my wrinkles, my skin's elasticity. I get asked on the daily, did you get contouring work done? I know you had a C-section. No, I got the right collagen. I learned through 20 different brands of collagen that you don't buy it at the checkout at Home Goods. You don't buy it at the checkout at Target. Like, your collagen should be so next level medical grade that literally nothing on that label can be falsified. It should have third-party validation. It should be clean. It should be only a type 2 collagen because that's the only collagen we become deficit in. It should be a liquid because it should be water soluble, meaning you should absolutely be able to absorb it. But because collagen has become a part of the billion-dollar supplement industry, people are just buying it from anywhere and anyone. Okay? If you want to truly learn about collagen, I want you to drop the word collagen. I'm just going to send you a video of what to look for and why, and literally the top one in the nation and why. And you can take that and do your due diligence, and you can figure out, hey, I want this, or you know what? I don't, right? It's up to you, but it's not just a collagen. It has fenugreek. It supports the gut lining. It has the Morosil. You guys hear me talk about the only patent fat burner in the world. The only one that's patent. What is it? It's the Morosil. It comes from a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful blood red orange. And inside of the blood red orange, guess what? There's no caffeine. So there's no soy, there's no dairy, there's no caffeine, there's no gluten. Drop in the comments the word collagen if you want me to go downstairs and grab it and show you what it looks like. Okay? I want to show you the video though. I want you to see that it's 4 supplements in one. I want you to see that it has that Morosil blood red orange. I want you to see that in that patent study, 94% of people who use it for 12 weeks, they get the results they desired. They get the promised results of body composition, right? Visceral body fat. Okay, the scale goes down. That's the collagen. It's the only thing I'd ever tell people they must use as a supplement, only because the body doesn't produce it. It's the only reason why. The body doesn't produce it. So we add it back in, okay? It's 1 tablespoon a day, no dairy, no soy. It comes in chocolate mint or chocolate raspberry. It's a full month's supply. It's got your organic tremella mushrooms. I had skin cancer, right? One of the biggest reasons I learned about the Yucca app and hired a nutritionist was, why did I get skin cancer? How weird. I was always on Proactive and always getting, dermatologist stuff for acne. And why did I have skin cancer on my face? Well, I came to find out when I got this Yucca app, my nutritionist said, Michelle, scan everything you're using. Scan your makeup. Scan your eyeshadow. Scan everything. Every single thing I was using on my face, pushing into my bloodstream, was carcinogenic. Had pollen inside of it. Additives inside of it. The first thing you do when you push something into the skin is it goes into the bloodstream. I can't tell you how night and day different I feel from removing 80% of the additives that were in my everyday life. Like, I wish you knew. I wish you knew. So that's the deal with that. When I literally found out I used organic tremella mushroom at the same time as my collagen, why? It mimics hyaluronic acid. And then the last thing, it's got the tremella mushroom. It's got the organic tremella mushroom, fenugreek to support the gut. It's a type 2 collagen, which is the best type you can use. And it's got the Morosil blood red orange. Did you know when you're looking at anything, there's an ingredient list? Did you know the first ingredient listed is what you find the most of? The last ingredient listed is what you find the least of. I'm going to say that again. If you were to go grab your peanut butter right now, and the first ingredient listed was sugar, that's what's mostly found in that recipe. The last ingredient is what you find the least of. So in my collagen, first ingredient, type 2 collagen. In my coffee, first ingredient is the Colombian brew without pesticides. Inside of my nitro, which is my hydrogen water, first ingredient, hydrogen. I've learned and come to the solution to pay the extra 60 cents for something than getting a brand of cottage cheese that's on discount. Why? The additives. And the last thing being fiber, your answer is 25 grams. 25 grams of fiber every day. It's the only thing that can swell to the depth of the intestinal tract. Your intestinal tract should look great like your gums, right? your gums are like this pinkish color. A lot of us have black on them. A lot of us have black spots. A lot of us have why? We don't get enough fiber, so the food doesn't move through the intestinal tract. So food particles are left behind. When those food particles are left behind, bacteria grows on them. What causes that? Well, inflammation and bloating. Do you have that? I can beg with certainty that you're deficit in fiber. I was using Metamucil, aspartame, yellow 6 coloring, carcinogenic, alters sperm alteration in men. It should be banned. It's not. And there are people right now who are on their hands and knees saying, hey, listen, I'm struggling to reach this goal. It's been this long and I'm willing to basically do anything and I can't find the right answer. And it's all because they're adding things like Metamucil. Get the Yucca app. It's your only assignment today, Yucca. And to say hi to me in the comments so I keep coming back to share this with you. I would be selfish if I didn't share this with you. Selfish. So I've got a couple homework assignments. If you know about my background of struggling, and now I'm down over, today I was 130, so 150, I was 180, so 140, 50, 60, 50 pounds, and I've maintained it. Drop cell activation. I'll see if that's a good fit for you. I'm going to tell you right now that if you're doing something or considering something where you need a prescription in order to reach your goal, that is not normality. Nor should it ever be normal in your mind. It should never be normal in your lifespan, okay? If that's something that you want to do, that's awesome, but that's just something that I would never get to that level with, right? So number one, you would drop cell activation. If you have brain fog, listen, nitric oxide is a true thing that every single day is depleting out of your body. Add in a hydrogen water. We'll go fold laundry. I'll show you a few different brands. If you guys have questions, you have to drop them. I will say I work with people who have gastric sleeve. I work with people who have heart disease, high A1C, high cholesterol, high blood sugar, no thyroid, one thyroid, hypothyroidism. They're on synthetics. I've worked with all of it. Okay, so I can still make a recommendation for you. And if I don't have one, I can point you to a direction of someone in my network where it's a better fit. Okay, I want this to be the best fit for you. So, do you have any questions at all? My cleaning lady came, so I cleaned my sheets today. Everyone should drop a question regarding anything. It can be off topic. More than happy to have a Q&A with you. I've got the next 15 minutes. Otherwise, yes, I can hop off. I can share that with you when I go downstairs. You've got two options. You have a canned option. I have for convenience. Okay, this is my hydrogen. Is Ultima a good additive? Nope, it's horrible. I love saying that only because I use the nectar, only because I was getting it from Whole Foods, thinking everything that I purchased from Whole Foods was okay, Debbie, and it's not. It has additives inside of it. If you go into the Yucca app and search, you'll see that. And it'll give you a recommendation at the bottom like that. Okay? For the hydrogen, hydrogen water also helps with replenishing that as well. You have a sachet version for when I'm home, convenience, hydrogen water crystallization, or the cans for on the go. Okay? I would introduce you to the hydrogen expert before because I want you to see the positive benefits at a naturopath level that it has on brain fog, energy, fatigue, performance, recovery in the gym, headaches, blood pressure, and how at a cellular level it helps that. This right here is the type 2 collagen with the 4 ingredients. Okay, fenugreek support the gut lining. Okay, number 2, type 2 collagen, medical grade. Number 3, the Moroseal blood red orange. Number 4, organic tremella mushroom mimics hyaluronic acid. Okay, I appreciate you so much. Almost 80 and still learning. Yes, my father-in-law is 84, and every single day he learned something new from me. He also looks like he's reverse aging backwards because he's using medical grade collagen. And it's never too late to add the type 2 collagen back in. The problem is typical people are using the wrong type of collagen because it's really easy for a company to create a collagen. No labels have to be approved by the FDA. So that's why I always stand behind medical grade, proven through science, proven through clinicals. Third-party validation means there's validation behind the company. So you have someone else representing it saying, hey, this really is this. Okay? So that's why. The collagen is called Snow Slim. Drop collagen, I'll give you the info or give you the video. Okay? You should have that timer set for the water. I feed my dogs all homemade food. It's like, are you kidding me? I'm actually a little bit exhausted right now, like today, kind of. It could be my hormones, right? Any other questions? Okay, I'm gonna hop in my inbox. Let's have a conversation. If you have questions about anything I discuss, the water, the fiber, the protein, the Yucca app is number 1. Go to App Store, YUKA, download it, scan anything you use more than twice a week. You're gonna be in my inbox and be like, Michelle, I scanned my foods. A lot of what I'm eating is poor or bad rating. What are next steps? Next steps is cell activation, right? We're gonna speed this process up. We're gonna help the food noise for sugar and salt, help the food noise for binge eating, and then also help with, okay, speeding up the process, feeling better and having energy. But we need something to mask right now, pull back the onion, put it in, get off of it when you reach your goal. It's not a one size fits all. Drop cocktail. Everybody's cocktail has something different inside of it. It depends on how long you've been trying, how long you've been going through it, what your biggest challenge is right now. Are you having hormonal issues? What does that look like? Tell me a little bit more about this. Tell me a little bit more about that, and so forth. So I'll see you in my inbox. I'll be back tomorrow morning, let's say. Okay, so tomorrow morning I'm leaving my flight at 10. I'm getting picked up at what, 11:30? So I'll be in the morning. I love you guys. Have the best